My new boss fired me for sitting around and doing nothing, but he didn't realize I was the only person who knew the password to the company's entire encrypted database. Listen closely, because this is how I turned a pink slip into a winning lottery ticket. I have been working as a senior systems architect for a logistics company for 10 years, and I built their entire tracking system from scratch. Basically, if I don't push a specific button every morning, the trucks don't move and the clients don't get their packages. My old boss knew this and let me work in peace, but he retired last month and was replaced by a guy named Greg. Greg was the type of manager who thought that if you weren't typing furiously on your keyboard every second you weren't working on his first day, he walked past my office, saw me drinking coffee while monitoring the automated scripts, and decided I was lazy. He called me into his office on Friday afternoon and said, "Adam, we are restructuring the department, and frankly, we don't need someone who just watches screens all day, so we are letting you go effective immediately." I tried to warn him. I said, "Greg, you don't understand. The system requires a manual override code every 24 hours or it locks down for security reasons, and I'm the only one who has the key generator." Greg laughed and said, "Don't try to scare me into keeping you. We have plenty of capable junior engineers. Hand over your badge and get out." So I did exactly what he asked. I handed him my badge, deleted the daily reminder from my calendar, and walked out the door with a smile on my face. I turned off my phone for the weekend and went fishing, enjoying the fresh air. Monday morning rolled around and I turned my phone back on at 10 a.m. Instantly, it started blowing up with 50 missed calls and 30 voicemails, all from Greg and the CEO. Apparently at 8 a.m., the entire system had locked down, just like I said. Trucks were stuck at the warehouses, clients were screaming, and the company was losing about $50,000 every hour. I listened to one voicemail where Greg was literally crying, saying, "Adam, please pick up. We don't know what to do. The screen is asking for a 20-digit encryption key and nobody knows it." I made a cup of coffee and waited another hour before calling back. When I finally answered, Greg screamed, "Where have you been? You need to come in right now and fix this." I calmly replied, "Actually, Greg, I don't work there anymore. Remember, you fired me for doing nothing." There was a long silence, and then the CEO got on the line speaking very gently. He said, "Adam, we made a mistake." Greg was hasty. "Please come back and unlock the system and we will give you your job back." I said, "I appreciate the offer, but I am now a freelance consultant and my rate is $500 an hour with a minimum guaranteed contract of 100 hours paid upfront." The CEO didn't even hesitate. He said, "Deal, come in now." I drove to the office, walked past sweating and pale. Greg sat down at my old desk, typed in the code, which took about 30 seconds, and the system came back online. I walked out with a check for $50,000 for 5 minutes of work, and the best part is, they fired Greg the next day for incompetence and hired me back as the department head with a massive raise. Moral of the story: never fire the person who holds the keys to your kingdom unless you want to pay the locksmith a fortune.